Hi guys! Welcome to the first ever installment of Project Together. What is Project Together? Well, the idea came to me a couple of years ago. I already tried to put it into practice in 2014, and that is the intentional attempt at spending quality time with friends and family. I realized in the last couple of years that if you do not put in intentional effort, something like this won't happen on its own. So my idea was that every week I'm gonna have a sort of get together of some sort at our place. Either with family or friends, sometimes bigger groups, other times just one friend or a couple that would spend time with us. Another factor in it was that I always found to have the best time around food or some kind of food related event. So it was always going to be something like dinner, lunch, coffee and cake, afternoon get together, something like that. I really enjoyed it in 2014, but what happened was that about 20 weeks into the year, it kind of died out. I think one of the reasons that it died out was that I've never openly spoken about it, and I've never really looked at it as the project. It was more the kind of New Year resolution type of thing where I thought this would be a nice thing to do. But once it started getting hectic and once I started having maybe more to do, it was just very easy to let it go because there was no kind of accountability. No one expected me to carry on and do this. Another factor that I think made it die out was something that I actually did not expect, and that was the fact that it felt a bit of a one-way interaction. So my husband and I started inviting a lot of people, different people, to spend time with us at our place. And as I said, like 20 weeks into the whole thing, it felt a bit like it was always us inviting, which makes sense if you think about the fact that I had this intention, or we had this intention, and our friends and family did not really think about it that way. So they were just more caught up with life as we had been before we actually decided to do this. But anyways, after giving it a lot of consideration, I thought, I really want to do this. This is important to me and I want to do it well. So this is also one of the reasons why I started doing these little videos. I don't know if anyone has any kind of interest on how to make a successful get-together with family and friends, and how to prepare your flat for that, and how to decorate, and what food to prepare, and so on. But this thing, me committing to always post a video about it every week of this year, is my public accountability. And I think there's no greater degree of accountability as just putting it out there for everyone to know that this is what I intend to do. Yeah, this is it. This is the kickoff of Project Together. The first two installments are gonna actually be from two little get-together events that took place at our home in last week of December. And I filmed some of that with the intention of using it for the first 2 weeks. But because of that, I think the format will change and it's not gonna stay this way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this shy beginning. I hope you can really find something that inspires you, and I also hope that you're going to leave me some comments and some ideas of how I could improve this for you, so it's also a pleasant experience for you watching it. Yeah, this is it. This is my little prep and how it all came together, the setup, and I'll just put the video and with a little voiceover explaining some things below. Yeah. Looking forward to hearing your comments and your feedback, and I guess this is it, the big first installment kickoff of Project Together. Enjoy! Okay, so here we go with the prep. I think it's really important from the beginning just to know what kind of space do you need, for how many people, what kind of activities you would want to do in the space, like will there be dancing, just sitting on the chairs, or chilling on sofas and stuff like that. So for us, it was going to be a brunch for 15 people, so it was more about sitting at the table and eating, and a bit of space for a buffet, and this is what we needed. That's why the sofa was split in two and went to the sides of the room. Our big table accommodates 12 people, so I had to extend it, and then I also needed to bring in a second table in the room. I decided to go for 11 chairs on the big table and 4 chairs on the small table, so that made a bit more sense to me. I also decided that it's important to still keep the sofas functional, out of the way but functional, and I was surprised how much they were used. People love to just withdraw there and have their little moment apart from the whole party. We brought the extra chairs in the room. It's also important to sit on the chairs and see if there's enough room walking behind the chairs if needed. That's why our little bar cart needed to be taken out of the way, because we thought people would be taking their food from the buffet, and it was important that they have enough space to walk back to their seats behind the people that were already seated at the time. And here starts the part that I think is the most fun, decorating and setting the table. This takes quite some time, so you have a couple of minutes ahead of you of us setting every plate and every decoration bit and so on, so I'm not gonna talk over all of it. But yeah, what I did was I decided which tablecloth I wanted to use, and I only have 2 that are this big because I need a 3-meter tablecloth for the extended table, and I don't think it's really easy to find affordable 3-meter tablecloths. But anyway, so I only had two to choose from. This is the one that I went with, and accordingly then I decided that silver and gray would be a good color theme that would go with the tablecloth as well. So I basically just went throughout the house and tried to find all the silver and gray decoration that I own, and brought it and tried to make something work with it. I decided to go with some a bit more elegant gray big napkins. I thought that would just bring the whole look together with a bit of elegant but still kind of casual brunch, so not over the top. I do not own 2 tablecloths in the same color, so I went with a plain white for the second table, and I thought that would also work really well with silver and gray kind of decoration. Then I went to my bedroom and got some stuff from there, and I've actually discovered that I love the look of candles on a mirror. I think that makes for a great centerpiece because it's not something complicated, it's just simple but still looks really elegant. The refraction of the light when you have the candle on, and underneath it is this mirror. I really love that, and that's what I went for the second table. We obviously needed some extra plates, and although as mentioned they're not the same because I only have 12 of a kind and cutlery as well, we went for something simple in the same color scheme, something with gray and a bit of pink, like old pink and white and so on. Yeah, this is us completing the setup with coffee cups and dessert spoons and so on, and yeah, this is pretty much the last touches before having everything ready. Here I'm putting the candles on just to make sure that everything looks good when they're on. And here you have a bit of a slow close-up of how it ended up looking like. pretty much the whole table, and it's ready to have guests. Yeah, there's a little Christmas tree and the bar cart that needed to be taken out of the way. And here are two tables that are not the same, but I guess they're matching and they work together. So this brunch was actually a celebration for my husband because it was his birthday. So as you can tell, there in the corner there are the first presents waiting for him to open them the next day. And because, as I said, was the last day of the last week of December, we still had some Christmas decorations set up, and I decided not to take it away. This is a picture of part of the buffet, and this is the other part of the buffet. And we went for cold food, so here's some cheese balls and a cheese platter, some cold cut meats and vegetables and dips and fish and so on. And yeah, this is the centerpiece and a little centerpiece on the other table. We hope you enjoyed it. Bye!